Hello, how are you? I am doing okay. That's one of the reasons I'm in here is because I'm just okay, but well, I'm doing great. I mean, life is good. And I say that to myself often because I believe so much in the power of words and what we put out. And if you're saying, whatever, I believe that that is not helpful. So I am doing great. However, I have been finding some sticky points. And I know if I come to the canvas and paint them out, then I will be able to figure some stuff out. I mean, really, this is where I come to explore, to get answers, to be intentional. And so, what I wanted to explore today was, and what I'm really been thinking about, is the power of possibility and painting into the energy and the frequency of possibility. And another thing I really love is awe and wonder. So, that was something I was listening to a lady talk the other day, and she said that the easiest way to get through these times right now, which can seem quite difficult, there is a lot going on. Everything is very fast. And she said, if you have a sense of awe and wonder, that you can, enter into levels of frequency or joy or whatever it is, that you can see things that other people won't if they are being bound down by the heavy energy of the world. So look at things with awe and wonder. Stop and look at the butterflies and the bees and a flower and the clouds, and take that time to be just like in that presence and let nature do its thing, because nature has such a powerful energy that it can help you. It's here to uplift you. It's very wise. So with all of that said, what I wanted to do is do what I know works, and that is paint into possibility. And so I am going to use this canvas right now, and I'm going to show you how I do it. I just wanted to take you along with me on this journey, which I'm going to start doing more often. And so the first thing I kind of have to say to myself is, well, what does possibility feel like? Like, what does that mean? Like, possibility is lifting the roof, the cap off, taking off what it feels like for me is like not possibilities, like being in a small room with nowhere to go. Whereas possibility is like the world's wide open. It's your oyster. And I think for me, I know that as I'm getting older and maybe finances aren't as much as I would like them to be or whatever, I put limits on myself. I think, oh, I can't do that because of this, or my age, I'm getting too old. So, it's starting to run out of time, Colleen, or whatever I'm doing. That is limited, right? And we are unlimited, but we have to tap into that. So that is what I wanted to do today. I wanted to get into that feeling. So I thought to myself, what kind of colors would remind me of the energy of possibility? And for me, it was like yellow and white and gold. And so what I've done is I've just taken this canvas here. This is an older canvas, and it was a painting I was into for a minute, and now I'm not. And so this is the way I go, is I paint over things a lot. So I actually find it's a really cool thing to do, because I think a lot of people, when they paint, and I've said this story before, I tell this story, is that a lot of us, when we paint, we look at our what we've painted and we don't like it. And instead of it being just a step, instead of it being just, it's a layer, we look at it and go, oh no. And then we get frustrated and we think, oh, I'm not an artist, or I can't paint, or whatever. That's not what this is about. I'm not teaching you to be a fine artist. You can find all of those on YouTube. But what I'm showing you is how to use the canvas as a portal or a door or a journal or whatever you want, as a space to move energy and to think into, like today we're going to do possibility. You can do it with whatever energy you want to do it with, but I want to get into the energy of possibility. Maybe this will turn into a painting that I love and I want to keep, but this I'm letting go of, because it was great at the time, and now I'm done. So I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully no one wants to buy it right now for $1 million. Because it's going. All right, so I'm going to get onto this. So how I would start, how I do start is by, firstly, just kind of taking a little time to just connect, because this is a spiritual practice, and it's connecting me with my inner self and my higher knowing. And there's many times I come to the canvas and I get answers in ways that I never could. And it gives you it's giving you the time, the space to flow with the energy. Like even if you were to do, like, let's say you do yoga or some kind of somatic exercises or something like that, that's the same thing as we're moving the energy. So we want to give it that intentional time, take the time to use this as our space of spiritual practice. So, and then before we go back into our busy day, and it's just gonna be a short practice. So I'm going to take a little white, and I'm actually going to paint the word possibility on here. I'm going to say I am. I am open to possibility. Doesn't matter what it looks like, because you are going to be painting over it, or I'm going to be painting over it. Possible. How do I spell possible? P-I-S-S-I-B. Possibility. Is that right? Possibility. All right. Possibility. I'm open to possibility. Awe and wonder. Since I said those words, awe and wonder, before, I might as well add those in there. Awe and wonder. Okay, and then now what I want to do, and I'm using acrylic paints, if you wanted to know. And I can actually put a materials list in the description, which I will do. But so I am open to possibility, awe, and wonder. And so now, just by doing that, just by taking those words, awe and wonder, I've just really kind of cemented it more. You know how people do affirmations or visualization. I'm asking myself to look at that potential and the possibility and all of that more, right? So it's like, it's really cementing it into my psyche. Okay. And now I am going to play. So I am going to, and it doesn't matter that you can't really read it, because that will be, that's all good. It doesn't matter. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take a foam brush, because it's such a big canvas. Sorry, don't look at the back of my head. I'm going to take this foam brush right here. This is just, you can get these at craft stores. And I'm going to take a little of this. I've got yellow, white, and some yellow ochre. And I'm just going to start making some marks and swirls. And so I'm just going to start playing. Oh, this foam brush is pretty old. But I'm just going to start. No, that's not a good foam brush. I'm going to use a brush instead. I just need to get some more white. And I thought I had some more foam brushes, but I don't know where they are. Okay, so it's all good. So I'm just going to get some white and this yellow ochre. And I'm just going to possibility. Like, what would possibility look like? Maybe an expansion. So possibility is definitely not um, caged in. You know, it's an expanded state. So I'm gonna like make just kind of like going from the inner to the outer. And even doing like a spirally swirl. And you know, this is the thing, like I will, on my canvases, I will write quite a few words, and you can almost make it like a journal entry. I think I will write some more words later. But for right now, I'm going to just have some fun with this painting. So I've done the big strokes. Let me look what that looks like kind of like a sun, but it's like expansion, right? We're no longer thinking the limited. We're expanding our possibility. And I so believe that we're not meant to have a life of dullness and drudgery. And I know. And this is what I'm on my search to do. And it's having to take a lot of layers off my own self and discover my own self. Like, where am I restricting myself? I don't have belief, self-belief, self-worth, all the things that hold me back from really, I want to just experience and live into everything that is possible for me on this earth. And I mean, I've been given a healthy body, and you know, some people are given challenges of different sorts. My challenges are different, but I'm still a healthy person. I've got you know, I'm 58, but I don't feel 58, and I've still got my mind still there sometimes. So it's just like, I want to take advantage, and I know for all of us that we are able to do great things if we harness this power of belief and knowing, and that we don't have to live a life that we're not happy in. You know, that we are meant to be joy filled. We are meant to live a joyful life, but we have to remember. I got chills right now. We got to remember what we're truly doing here. It's got to be truth. It has to be in the truth. So I've had to really say, well, what is really truthful for me? Because there's so much stuff that we do out of, you know, either people pleasing or keeping up an image, or, you know, doing the things that we think we should do, all that stuff, which is really easy to do because it's very accepted by society, and it's so prevalent, you know, the social media doesn't help, all this stuff doesn't help. But I do believe that we have a gift within us, many gifts maybe, many gifts for sure, that we have things that we are here, that we're really good at, that we're here to do, and it is our job to figure that out and to follow the bliss. So we keep following the path. That you follow is the path that feels the best for now. So it might not be, you might think, oh, well, I want to quit my job because I hate my job. Well, that's probably not the best. Do you really want to quit your job right now? Because was that going to make you so you don't have any money? Because that's not going to feel that great. So think not practically, think from a real standpoint of, okay, well, I could keep my job for a while, and then while I have that job, between times, I can create what I want to create, which is what I'm doing right now. So this is what I believe. I do believe that we are, that we follow the bliss, we follow what we truly, but you have to feel into, what do you truly love? Those are conversations you have to have with yourself, you know, and those are good questions. And get a journal and start looking, you know, journaling and doing. I've got, you know, I do these things called soul scribbles. You can do those. It's just where you make a little doodle and then you see what's in it. Take time to be quiet. I was listening to this lady the other day, and she's like, we talk way too much. Like and it's so true. Like I just talk about things and we don't need to. And words have energy. So you have to really watch what you're saying. So all that. All right, so if you're like here, I just want to write a few more words. So I want to write possibility, and I'm gonna write so like expansion. Oh, can't really see it now that it's. I'm just gonna write expansion. I'm just gonna start writing some words here, and I have a feeling you get my gist, and so that's what I wanted to do. Is I just wanted to share with you a short little video on what I do when I'm trying to get into a frequency. And so the frequency of possibility is deep, and there's much I can do with that. And so that's where what I'm doing right now. Very powerful. This process is very powerful. So thanks for watching, and watch this channel. I'll share some more about this later. Okay.